Welcome back to Ozarks Live. It is my absolute pleasure to introduce to you author, speaker, co-host, anchor, senior reporter for the Christian Broadcasting Network and the 700 Club. Her face can be seen in, 200 countries around the globe?
Give or take.
Give or take. I mean, that's incredible. But for today, we have you to ourselves, which I'm so thankful for.
Well, I spent 10 years in local news, and I just loved pulling in here today. It just brought back so many fun memories.
I was going to ask, when you walk in the door here, does it feel, I mean, you weren't here, but I'm sure it's somewhat similar, right?
This set, I'm blown away. This is a gorgeous set. So I'm just so happy to be here with you, Cami.
I'm thrilled. And so, I mean, besides, you're a writer now. You have 3 books out. The first one, Praying the News, right?
Praying the News.
The second one,
You Are a Prize to Be Won, which I just signed for you, by the way.
Oh,
so that's yours.
Thank you. And then You Didn't Miss It. God's Best is Worth the Wait. So before we get into this, though, tell us just a little bit more about you. So you were in local news for 10 years, and then what?
And then I started watching the 700 Club. I was the press secretary to the governor of West Virginia in the late 90s.
Okay.
So I wasn't doing the 11 o'clock news anymore, and I could watch the 700 Club at home. And I was in love with the show, and I never thought I would work there because I thought, well, I've gotten out of TV, but you know how the Lord was working on me. He said, no, you need to send them a tape. So I did, and in January of 1999, I started, and I've been there ever since 99.
See, this is about how long I have been watching you, actually. I think since, it's been about probably 17, 18 years when I started watching. And so you've just been that familiar face the whole time, just friendly, peaceful, and just radiating God's love.
So we finally got to meet. So
yes, I'm so thankful for that. I want to get right into this book. So You Didn't Miss It is actually kind of the counterpart or the happy ending to your first one, You Are a Prize to Be Won.
So, right, this is what do you call it? The sequel. This is the sequel. This is the prequel. Yeah, so You Are a Prize to Be Won. I wrote that when I was going through a heartbreak. God told me to write about your test, and boy, was it a test. And it was funny. I mean, I got so much great feedback. I'll never forget. You always forget the one negative comment, right? The lady said, she liked the book. She didn't like the ending. And I'm like, well,
because it wasn't. You weren't married.
Because it wasn't a Hallmark ending. You know, I didn't get the ring, the kiss, the engagement, or the wedding. So I was like, hey, me neither. But the readers said, when they found out I got married, they said, you got to write about that, because they wanted to hear, how did you meet your Boaz? How did you meet your husband? So You Didn't Miss It. It just
the whole idea is that you did get married a lot later in life, right?
I met my husband when I was 52, almost 53, and got married at 54. And I just feel like I have a mandate now, Cami, to tell women and men of all ages that you didn't miss it. I mean, I meet women in their 20s that think they missed it because they might have already gone through a divorce, or they might be a single mom, and men too, and even in their 30s and 40s. But lately, there's no number on love.
We're just told that as a society, like you go to college, you get married, and have babies. Like that's the order that we have to do.
And I'm telling you, God is saying, if you believe, nothing's impossible for me. And of course, but I'm doing all the talking, so.
No, I love this. But one of the things God told you in that time period was get ready. What did that mean?
Get ready, get ready, get ready. T.D. Jakes, he always says that. Well, you know, it means a lot of things, because you want to be as prepared as you can. You're never going to be completely ready, you know, to meet your spouse. But I was not going to waste my singleness being miserable. You know, I was not going to sit at home in a robe and eat bonbons and wait for my husband to, you know, knock on the door, because first of all, that wouldn't happen. But I decided to really enjoy my singleness. So I said, Lord, you're not giving me a husband or a boyfriend right now. Give me another mountain to climb. So when I turned 50, I climbed Kilimanjaro in Africa.
Literal mountain,
And it was so amazing. And I thought, okay, I've got high elevation out of my system. And then 2 years later, I climbed Everest Base Camp. And then I was just really enjoying mountain climbing. And it was actually mountain climbing that led me to my husband. But you'll have to read that. The book.
Yes, we will.
Because I do believe if you're pursuing your passions, you know, so the book is not, I like to say, you know, I'm not an expert on marriage. I've been married for almost 5 years. I'm an expert on waiting. And there is a way to wait well. And am I saying waiting is easy? No, it's the hardest part.
So you weren't just content that whole time? Just like, okay, this is where I am.
No, I mean, literally there are times where you are just, the waiting is so heavy, you just can't, you think, I can't wait one more day. And I would always call my friend Rhonda, and I wrote a whole chapter about her because when you're in the waiting season, you've got to have that friend, Cami, that you can call and say, please pray for me. Where is my husband? And sometimes you even get a little mad at God, but then you have to realize, okay, he's good. He's a good father. He's not going to give you something that you're not ready for.
Right.
And so I write a lot about waiting.
I want to hear a lot more about that. We're going to have to go to break, but when we come back, there's a lot more we have to talk about. So we will be right back.